Murder, She Wrote. A 71-year-old romantic suspense writer, Nancy Crampton Brophy, has written nearly a dozen books, but it's an essay she penned back in 2011 titled How to Murder Your Husband that is now getting the most attention. Now, more than a decade later, she's on trial for the murder of her 63-year-old husband. Prosecutors paint the picture of a cash-strapped couple and say a big life insurance policy was a ticket to financial freedom. The defense says they were a loving couple married for 27 years before he was gunned down at work. A real-life murder mystery is playing out. Described as a beloved chef and teacher at the Oregon Culinary Institute, Daniel Brophy was shot to death back in 2018. Just after his murder, police say Nancy Crampton Brophy asked police for a letter she could give her insurance company, saying she wasn't a suspect because she needed it to get life insurance payouts. Instead, they arrested her.
Nancy made claims on 10 separate life insurance policies in which she was the beneficiary of over $1.4 million.
Crampton Brophy had bought guns leading up to her husband's death. Prosecutors say she was a murderer preparing to carry out her crime. She says the guns were researched for books. Surveillance video captured her coming and going from her husband's culinary school around the time he was killed. And then, in her own words, the author has written several passages that raise questions about her innocence. In her murder essay, she wrote, quote, "I find it easier to wish people dead than to actually kill them. But the thing I know about murder is that every one of us have it in him or her when pushed far enough." But those are comments the jury will not hear. The judge says that essay is prejudicial and therefore inadmissible as evidence. In opening statements, the defense painted a very different picture.
It was like they had been married for 100 years. Each of them talked so positively about the other. They accepted each other. They supported each other. They obviously enjoyed each other's company.
On a publishing blog page, Crampton Brophy wrote back in 2011, "My husband and I are both on our second and final, trust me, marriage. We vowed prior to saying I do that we would not end in divorce. We did not, I should note, rule out a tragic drive-by shooting or a suspicious accident." She has pleaded not guilty and has been held without bond since 2018. She's expected to take the stand in her own defense, with the trial expected to last 7 weeks. And joining me now is Liz Burr. She is a reporter and anchor at Coin TV in Portland, Oregon. And Liz, you've been covering this case and this trial. It's just unbelievable. Doesn't it just seem too easy? Would she really make it this obvious?
You know, I think that essay you're talking about, that blog that was published several years ago, is really a big part of the reason so many people are interested in this trial and probably why it's gained so much national attention. But when the judge was making that dismissal yesterday, saying it could not be used as a part of evidence, he said that it was actually a part of a writing workshop she was doing, or at least that's what the defense is arguing. Of course, we talked about the fact that she's a romance novelist and a mystery writer, so they're claiming it was just part of her writing workshop.
And so the judge says this can't come into evidence, but how realistic is that really in this day and age that the jury is not looking at their phones, they're not reading anything about such a sensational case?
Good question. So I can tell you that the judge, just like every other murder trial I've ever covered, told the jury that they weren't supposed to research this case online at all, that they weren't supposed to talk to anyone about it, and that they should only base their verdict based off of the evidence they hear in court. And of course, that was not admitted into evidence.
And her writings and the efforts to get the insurance money, those are all circumstantial, as is this other article, right, she wrote that's called 10 Ways to Cover Up a Murder. But what actual hard evidence is there that she killed her husband?
Well, the prosecution spent a lot of time yesterday talking about the fact that she was researching guns, even researching ghost guns. They said that she wasn't a gun owner before that. They talked about the fact that she purchased multiple guns, and they say she actually went to a shooting range and practiced shooting with them. They also talked about surveillance evidence that they claim shows her van around the culinary school where he was shot around the time of the murder.
And detectives, though, they say that she bought these guns before the shooting and that he was likely killed by a Glock, but that when they retrieved the Glock that she bought, they determined it was not the weapon that was used to kill her husband. So what's going on with the gun evidence?
Right. It's a little bit complicated, but from what I surmised what the prosecution was arguing in court is that she researched this ghost gun. She bought it. It actually came to her home, but then she realized that she basically didn't have the tech savvy to assemble it. Then they claim she went and she bought another gun at a gun show, and they say that she bought a separate slide on eBay, but they're saying that slide she bought was never actually recovered.
And then, as you just mentioned, there's this surveillance video, right, which I think was at a pizza parlor. It caught her on camera coming and then going from the scene of the crime that very morning. And then detectives say she lied about it. So that does actually seem like substantial evidence, right?
Well, they're talking about this surveillance video, and they said, the prosecution said that the van matched her van because they saw a similar dent on the side. They took a picture of her van at her home, and they say that they also saw that surveillance showing that on the side. But in the 911 call and in her conversations with detectives, they say she told detectives that she was in bed when her husband left for work.
So what is the scene like at the courthouse? Is it just a zoo? Because it's such a crazy case.
That's a great question. So we're actually in the new courthouse right now, and it's a pretty small room. I know they told media to show up more than an hour and a half beforehand because they expected it to be so packed. It definitely is really packed in there. I would say a lot of the people in the courtroom, however, are media.
All right, Liz Birch, thank you. You've been covering this for a while now, and we'll all watch how it unfolds. We appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.